Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on out here? Today we are reacting to one of my favorite YouTube channels. They came out with a new episode and I'm so excited. It's Eater. Eater's all about food. Food is what I love. The title of this YouTube video is How a Master Chef Built a 2 Michelin starred restaurant in a small California town. Mise en place. I love this channel. This channel always has literally like the best food stuff. They really go into explaining like the origins of the food, and it's usually like pretty sophisticated dining, and then sometimes it's just really rustic and really nice homemade. Another addition, so this right here is my beats per minute actively. So I have a chest piece on right now that's connected to my phone through Bluetooth, and then it gets broadcasted to this online website. It's called Pulsoid, and then I wear this strap so it monitors my beats per minute. So that's what this is. My heart rate is at 106. I was gaming earlier, so my heart rate's a little bit up. Normally my resting heart rate is definitely not 106. Just fair warning, I'm telling the truth, I swear. All right, without further ado, let's get to it. I also have a frozen jello. I like to freeze my jello because I like the texture more. So I'm gonna let it thaw out a little bit, but you'll be seeing me eat this throughout. Yeah, let's get to it.
So this is a pork shoulder from Llano Seco Ranch.
This has been hanging up for 2 months. That is super special to us. That's like a
2 months, bro?
An incredible
That's such a long time.
But it allows us to serve pork at a super high level.
That's hype. Okay, so they're serving hella good pork at this 2-star Michelin restaurant. Oh man.
So we get in half pigs.
I didn't even get a chance to read all that.
Hanging up for 2 months. That is super special to us. That's like a singular thing. And it's an incredible amount of effort and time, but it allows us to serve pork at a super high level.
The Harbor House, 3 hours north of San Fran. Dude, I should go here, bro. Dude, 95% are sourced within 20 miles. That's impressive, actually.
You just have the shoulder, leg, and loin.
Damn, that's hype.
About the way we do this is normally you like people cook shoulders whole, slow cook them, but we break apart each individual muscle, so there's no connective tissue left. So you can just
okay. Hopefully that volume's good.
Steak or something.
When we're taking one large part of the animal and seaming out muscle by muscle, tonight during service, Tuna will pass them up, and we'll have to cut a little piece off of each one and check for texture.
Okay.
And then that will determine
checking for texture
or thick we slice it. We're totally okay with everything not being the same, which sounds a little strange when you talk about consistency. But when I refer to not being the same, it's like it doesn't have to look the same on the plate. It's going to taste the same, but we're going to change the way we cut it.
So the rest.
Dude, that's actually kind of nuts. Because like in all of these shows, I feel like especially Michelin star restaurant, one of the criteria they're looking for is consistency between experiences, guests, different times of day and stuff like that, so that they know that like they're rating the restaurant that has good flavor, presentation, creativity, storytelling, and consistency, because you want to know that everyone is getting that exact same experience. So it's nuts that this guy's saying that they have 2 Michelin stars and they're not even consistent, because technically they just cut the meat the way they need to cut it per plate. That's kind of crazy. I feel like proportions get off them, but I guess it's that good. I'm excited.
So this we can hang back up, and because there is the shoulder blade there.
Dude, this guy's nickname is Tuna.
It's not gonna like dry out.
It's just super soft. In the cool room, we have a little bit of like a meat calendar. So the birds need 2 weeks.
Frozen jello is so good.
We have this constant rotation of different proteins that we work through depending on different dietaries and cover counts.
So now I'm gonna clean them up and clean up all this like the fat and connective tissue, so that we're just left with a really clean, perfect portion. Once it's cooked, we can just slice and go. This is incredible. Worked in a lot of restaurants, and I've never worked with a product like this. It sounds unassuming. It's like pork shoulder. People wouldn't expect to get that at like a 2 Michelin star restaurant, but as chef was saying, like the way we treat it and everything makes it really special. A few hours before service.
Next time you have pork shoulder, trim the fat off.
Slowly smoking it over cypress.
Fire 6 pig.
Yes.
Damn, that probably adds such a nice smoky flavor to it.
Pass it to me. I carve all the meat at night, but I taste a little piece, and that will determine.
Dude, that pork looks pretty raw.
It needs a little bit of finish.
Pork is something you definitely want to cook all the way through, right?
Focus on the hyper seasoning.
Kind of sketched out.
Cooking.
Am I wrong in saying that? I thought pork was like something you had. It has to be, because I've definitely gotten. I had pork tacos and they were really bad, and I got food poisoning.
3-star level. So I am proud.
Sorry, I'm talking over the video.
We don't serve caviar. We don't serve imported beef. We don't serve truffles and things of that nature.
This is actually kind of cool.
A 2-star restaurant can be serving humble ingredients.
I actually absolutely love what he just said. He said that like he doesn't serve like imported beef. He doesn't serve caviar. It doesn't do truffle because he wants to showcase how good food can be using humble ingredients. So obviously, like, I mean, first off, his margins are way better. Okay, is that toxic? I shouldn't say that. Maybe whatever. That's totally fine. No, I mean, his margins are probably way, way better. But at the same time, you're really tasting an elevated dish because of the ingredients and how they're treated, as opposed to just by default enjoying a food because it's one, like literally the best product you can probably find, like Wagyu beef, for example, or like caviar. But I mean, that's also based on your perception of it, right? Because like some people view caviar as like, yeah. Okay, I guess with Michelin star restaurants, they always use high-end ingredients. There's always like truffle, gold, caviar, Wagyu beef. And so it's like, okay, yeah, we get it. You're using like the best ingredients, so it's definitely going to taste good. It's going to melt in your mouth, whatever. But this guy, he just kind of goes for it. And he's like, let me show you what humble ingredients can do. Yeah, that's pretty hype. I enjoy that.
Ingredients. It's 9:30. We're in Point Arena, which is about 25 minutes south of Elk and Harbor House. Everything you see here is actually owned by us. One of our cooks who lives in town, they'll stop here and pick up the ingredients for the day. 2 days
Dude,
ago,
they own the farm? That's kind of hype.
Kohlrabi, which we harvest. So we have
That's right in California
right now. It's barbecued kohlrabi, and it's just the entire
barbecued.
The white kohlrabi.
Kohlrabi?
I prefer this variety because it's more uniform in terms of growing. And it's fairly consistent in terms of flavor, which is something that you want if it's going to be central to a dish.
It's 11 a.m.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
So kohlrabi from this morning.
Here's frozen Jello.
These, peel them down.
So you take off all this really thick outer skin and you end up with this kind of like faceted diamond, and then I'll kind of peel it down. So you'll end up with like a puck. Then I'll pass off that trim to chef. He'll do puree with that. Salt it like fairly heavily because we do want it to go all the way through the vegetable. And then we'll kind of put it in a warm place above the grill, just kind of sweat out a little bit of that moisture, get the seasoning all the way in.
Since we only do one seating, 5:30, we understand that this will probably walk around 6:45.
They do one seating at what time?
Since we only do
One seating at 5:30? Bro. Dude, they gotta be, all right, we're gonna look this up. They gotta be charging crazy amounts of food or crazy amount of Dine, the chef menu. Okay, sample menu. Oh, dude, okay. This is a lot, but I thought it was gonna be way higher. So this is actually kind of hype because I would do this. Oh, wait, what? Oh, with beverage pairing, it's like 400. Okay. It's close to 500 actually. Oh my God. It's like 470. Sheesh. Okay. Okay. With two people, it's a date. That's like almost $1,000 if you want that. Dude, that's a lot. Okay, let's actually do the full math. We'll do the full math here. 265 plus 195 times 2. Yeah, 920. You're paying 920. Oh, wait. Plus tax and gratuity. What's California tax? I should know this. 7.25%. Okay. Multiply this by 1.0725. 986. Oh, wait. And tip. That's just tax. Oh, my God. Okay. Tip is usually like 20%, right? So times 1.2. Bro, you're kidding. Okay, okay. Nah. I might be doing my math wrong, and that's totally okay because like, I mean, I think I did my math right, but there's a chance, you know, check me up on this, but I think that's close to paying $1,200. I'm not there yet. One day you'll know I'll made it when I go to this place with the significant other, okay? That's when you'll know I've made it. All right, back to the show. Dude, we're only 3.5 minutes in. I'm so sorry. Okay.
One seating,
I'm gonna stop talking.
We understand that this will probably walk around 6:45, 6:50, depending on the pace. We have a couple hours to get the texture where we want. This probably concentrates down probably 40-50%.
Now I'll set up the grill to start him cooking. You're gonna have to keep turning it and brushing it with butter and refreshing the coals and stuff.
Damn, that's probably so rich.
It'll look right.
Is salty onion butter that's
really
grilled
slow. It really gets
slowly.
Like barbecue-y. You
Yeah.
can cook a brisket fast, but it won't taste the same as like a smoked brisket. And this is a similar kind of
That's
thing.
facts. This guy's saying facts right now. Okay, but that also looks burnt
AF.
AF.
Working on this cooking technique, and every year it comes back around. we changed something. So this year's version is actually my favorite, obviously, because we're going in a forward direction. And we're starting to change levels depending on moisture content. So they'll go from here as he continues to remove moisture over the next 4 hours. It's gonna really concentrate. And we'll get this like
4 hours? My God.
Kohlrabi's up here. We're starting to realize that most of our guests don't know what a kohlrabi is.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. It looks like bok choy.
Kohlrabi that's raw on the tray, and we bring it to the table. Being in this area, there's a lot of farmers markets.
It's raw on the tray.
Farms, but quality is not always the first thing. And while I appreciate that and I understand that style of farming, it's not really super good for a restaurant. After 2 years of trying to do that, we decided to start a farm. It's just a major quality to be able to harvest that morning and then put it on the plate. Our abalone course has slowly become a bit of a signature for us. One of the most important and first steps for the abalone is to go down to the cove, grab some of that seawater. So 5-gallon buckets of ocean come up, and then every day those abalone are stored in there. Seaweed.
Dude, that's actually pretty hype.
The staircase behind
They grab their own ocean water every day for the abalone.
This is actually private to the end. We have the only access. We're at a negative.
They have private access? What the heck?
This is nori.
That's actually nuts.
We use nori
Good for them.
all over the menu. We harvest about 9 different types of seaweeds from this cove. It's kind of like our second garden. Late March to September down here, harvesting everything and preserving everything we need.
That must
for the
be
rest
so
of the
nice
year.
if you're a
So
chef.
This time of year, it's early mornings and a lot of extra labor to get us through. Can you take this bucket, grab some ocean for salt and abalone, and then I'll meet you upstairs.
Grab some ocean, he
that we
said.
grabbed earlier, and we use it to keep our abalone alive. Changing
That's
out the
awesome.
Water every day.
Abalone is coming from Monterey. This is the furthest away we source. We really do keep it local. Farmed underneath the pier in Monterey Bay, super sustainable, and they've just been a great partner.
Pull them out.
That's so nice.
Kind of let them relax a little bit, because if they're stressed out, they won't be as tender.
If these were to come in today, the dish is different. They're too stressed out from travel. A lot of precision in the actual cut and the pounding. And
They're stressed out from travel? Oh my God, he's smacking the crap out of that. He's like,
So
oh my
after
God.
Processing all these abalone, I'm gonna wrap them in.
Take it out to
kelp
dinner
and roast
first.
them up.
Oh wait,
Contents
it is
of the
dinner.
Abalone, course. Abalone, which will get roasted in kelp, hopeful for the gut sauce, and then the adductor.
We get 2 portions out of each.
We try not to have any whales in the cup.
Chef was saying, like, the way we
Whoa.
end up with like.
It's slowly become a bit of a signature for us. One of the most important for the gut sauce, and then the adductor.
We get 2 portions out of each abalone.
Sorry about that.
But the packet that they're roasted in ends up being part of the presentation. We serve it on that packet, so we need twice as many pieces of kombu as abalone. And if you cut them in half and cook them, it's not the same. You need to cook them whole. So we found down at the cove similar sized rocks to the abalone, so we can cook the kombu packets, and it'll.
They got ocean rocks
and form
too?
that shape
What the heck?
without sacrificing any quality of the abalone. It's actually like part of my prep list is like cook rocks.
That's nuts.
I have definitely accidentally cooked an abalone thinking it was a rock. Because the rocks cook at a different time. Rocks take like
That's
12
funny.
minutes to cook. I'm not kidding, because you have to.
This dude actually cooking
take,
rocks
like,
out here.
12 minutes, but the abalone take like 10
Good for him, man. Good for him.
Let's cook some rocks. This is rock cookery 101.
It's gonna be the tagline of the video.
I'm so confused. I'm really excited to see him cook a rock, bro.
Check it after 10 minutes.
He's actually flipping
30
rocks.
minutes is too long. You can overcook rocks. So the whole point of this is just so that like
That's cap.
It'll kind of like set the kombu so that it's not just like sitting flat. So to replicate like the same way that it would look if an abalone were roasted. Those are done.
It's hard to say a signature dish, but it's definitely been evolving, and the style and preparation of an abalone, where it's harvested alive and roasted in the kelp, lends itself
Those are the
to a
most
super,
pretty
super
vegetables
soft
I've ever
texture
seen. What the
that
heck?
is only obtainable through this process.
Dude, that presentation, bro. He literally brought out the whole
We're looking for
ocean
lichen,
on your
which is
plate.
part of the tempura dish.
Oh, they got
Spending some
tempura?
time in the
Heck
woods,
yeah.
in the forest, the beginning of COVID. Initially, I had fried it. The texture was just god awful. And then we started to think about it like a noodle dish. This is some of the lichen that we harvested. I don't think anyone else is making this. It's unique to us. It's not something you can buy. Can't buy this. So we.
That's pretty awesome. You can buy it, just only from him.
The aroma. Then we finish it in dashi, and it kind of soaks up that taste and has the texture of like glass noodles. It goes with the mushroom because it is earthy and it adds another balance to that course. Honestly, it's one of the guests' highlights throughout the meal, and I don't think many guests have ever had that in their life.
That is pretty cool.
So we got some squabs. They're from Devil's Gulch Ranch. So we need
oh
to
my
age them
God!
For about 2 weeks, and I'm gonna lightly salt the cavity. It's not to season or anything, but just to prevent them from unwanted.
Look at these little guys.
And then the next step,
they're so like red, yellow, orangey.
So as it
purple.
hangs up, depending on, sometimes we'll go this way or this way. We have a couple fans in the walk-in, constantly circulating air. The resulting bird will have a lot tighter skin. So later on, when we go to cook it, grill it, smoke it, we're able to get this super crispy. And then the flesh itself is really concentrated. So it's like totally amplified in taste.
Dude, what? That's crazy.
We do rotate through a couple different meats.
I've never heard of that
squab,
process
the pig,
before.
Lamb, and then beef from our ranch.
Good on 'em.
So just depending on what's available, this is one of the meats that I believe in and I think fits our menu. Local, it's raised in a super sustainable way, and the quality of it is super good.
It's kind of like a
Dude,
rotation going
so I'm pretty sure squab is pigeon, and I've been hearing squab way more often recently in cooking. It's very interesting, honestly.
Again, you can see how much drier they are. Now that
Before,
it's been
never
properly aged, I'm
have
gonna
I heard
take the
squab.
heads off. The wings we use
now people
to
are.
make a sauce. The legs we will cure and
It's a wing sauce.
And the heads I tried making a garum out of it, so we might be able to use that as another like seasoning agent. And now it's ready for service.
Our cooking technique is we slowly smoke it over cypress, and then we finish it with oil that's 550, and that really puffs the skin and gets it super crispy. So it's
super
got
crispy.
this texture and aroma of aged meat.
That actually looks so
really
good. What the
crispy.
heck? What? That color is beautiful.
Yeah, so one of my last tasks for the day here is going to be breaking down rockfish. This is called a black gill.
I caught one of those
Yeah,
recently.
we have a few fishermen in Fort Bragg
California.
They're really small scale, line caught, and
Yep.
when they have fish, we have fish.
I've literally
when they
caught
don't,
those.
we don't.
That's what's
So I
up.
have to be ready to basically work with any kind of fish. Before working here, I'd never really worked with almost any of this product. I had no idea anything about rockfish, skate, cod, cabezone, bocaccio, sea cucumber. Definitely pretty much just had to learn on the job. This is the trim that we created from making the abalone packets, so we're not wasting anything here. All right, so this rockfish has been cured for 30 minutes now on kombu. Yeah, so after rinsing it off and drying it on like really absorbent tuna paper.
Tuna paper. He's like, that's my
Not
name.
my own proprietary brand.
This dude.
So then just letting that dry off, I rinse it off and then we'll slice it closer to service.
Being here and really trying to zero in on
He
our
giggles every
products,
time he hears tuna.
We
That's
start to
fun.
understand that there's 30 species of rockfish in this area.
30?
And it's just diving into the products that you have and truly understanding them.
Dang, that is
2
a
o'clock
beautiful
now,
plate
kind
as
of
well.
Majority through of the actual prep day. Kind of a bit of a push right now. We start from scratch every day. 18 portions of everything. Not much preparation. There's zero getting ahead for the week. It's a bit of a push every day. Every day we'll tape 2 cards here, and throughout service, I'll just jot down notes on little things that I think we can improve on, or things that we're doing great and we continue to expand on. So, all right.
Dang.
Good evening. Good evening. 18 tonight, 9x2, no IRDs, a couple small menu changes. All right, we're gonna run back over a couple notes. Obviously, last night we had a couple high maintenance tables. I wanna thank Adrienne for the time she spent at table 1, working that guest experience, because that was probably one of the most difficult ones.
What does that
Like we
mean?
discussed last
High
night, it's
maintenance
learning
guest.
experience, right? So I look forward to having a good night. Everyone that works here works their
Dang,
ass off.
they
I've
had
never
some
had an
issues.
easy
I
day
wanna
here,
hear
and
stories.
I'm sure they'll say the same.
They
An
should have
easy day
pressed
is a
on
day
that.
You're not moving forward, and we sit down every night. Next day at lineup, and we go through every single thing that we could work on. Talk about the positives as well, but it's also like, okay, here's our little bottleneck, and this is what we can improve on.
Dang, man.
Meetings wrapped,
This guy's about
10
improvement. I respect
last,
that.
Finishing touch-ups before we open doors.
And being able to
5:30.
motivate a team to do that as well, really difficult. This guy's a great leader.
We want to be like, ready to
I need to take notes, honestly.
It's a red sea urchin from Fort Bragg. We're doing it with a chilled chawamushi, a chilled custard. So it's with the
Chawamushi?
custard.
That
Today
sound
it's warm
hype.
out, so it's going to be chilled. We'll use the really nice tongues on top, and then Everything else will be chopped up and mixed in with the custard.
Wow, that looks so good. What the heck?
So everything, all of our cooking, we
That
try
probably
and
has such a
cut
nice
things to the last
umami
second, all of
and
our
seafood
infusions,
flavor,
just to kind of
like
preserve the
ocean
aroma.
flavor.
So with something like this, if we made this earlier, all the aroma is gone. So it has to be last second. So like the fish aroma,
Wow.
just like his mushroom broth, everything is being done the second we need it. Yeah, our service is a lot of a la minute cooking, whether it's infusions, finishing on the grill, smoking, frying, steaming. We don't prep during the day to reheat. We prep in the day to be able to get to that last moment
Yeah,
where something
to execute.
We
I think that's
basically go into
how
service with a
most
bunch of raw
Michelin
vegetables
restaurants
and
function,
obviously
I feel.
proteins. There is no sous vide bath. Our combi oven is our plate warmer. We use the barbecue, we use a steamer, and a fry pot.
Wow.
We can only do one service because we need quiet hours to start at 10. If you look around me, we have our first round set. So with 18 guests tonight, we'll cook in 3 groups. Really, we're only doing things per course 3 times. So Dan is working on pickles, Sam is working on the raw course, and Marlena is working on chilled vegetables. And throughout the night, we don't really have to talk to each other because everyone knows what the next steps are. Set on 2.
Dang.
Yes.
So we've set our first table. Kitchen turkey on the gravy. It's right around the corner. It's table 1, so keep the volume down.
Yes.
Set on 2 more.
Yes.
Yeah, we work with the door open. So anytime we're talking, we're just, from now on, volume down. So usually when it's just
Wow,
people out
very
this time of year,
interesting.
Guests don't really want to come inside and start their experience. So 5:45 right now, we do have 3 tables set, which is good for us in the kitchen because we can get the night going. If there's a whale in the cove, service is ruined because the whole restaurant gets up and they go outside and everything that
Yo,
we're cooking has to
whales
go
out here
in.
trolling this man.
Try not to have any whales in the cove. Yeah, go all the way on Swift. The comeback will be
That's
6
funny.
kohlrabi into 6 app.
Yes.
The majority of our cooking is very importantly based on timing. So you see like one thing hits the tray, the sauce arrives, the kohlrabi arrives, and it walks. So everything has to be instant. So when it's hot, it's crispy. Whatever the texture or taste that we're going for is present and it hits
Wow,
the table.
they're like a
That's it.
well-oiled machine.
You
Holy
come
crap.
from a restaurant that's always busy, that's world famous, and you move up here and everyone's telling you it's never gonna work. They're like, what are you doing? You have a great thing going on, you should stay. And I'm like, no, I'm moving to Elk. Everyone is like, it's never gonna work. And I'm like, no, it's going to work.
Let's
We
go,
opened
man.
in
You
May
gotta have
2018,
confidence, bro.
5
I got
nights a
yes,
week.
dude.
We would have 2 nights where there's just 0 covers. You might do 1
Damn.
table. A big night would be 6 or 8, and that went on for probably like 3 or 4 months. Luckily, there's a hotel here, so the room rate helped us get through that a little bit. Slowly over time, we pick up, and then you're doing 4 and 6 and 8, and then you're doing 12. We got through that first
Wow.
winter, and then
Good for
gained a
him.
little traction. Food and wine helped a little bit. We got a first Michelin star, and then that kind of put us on a path. Going
Yeah.
all 6, kohlrabi.
Yeah. Good cooking.
Tuna, don't let it go to your head.
Never. I know I'm trash at heart. Gotta stay humble.
I think we had a really good service. The
Wow.
only comment I have is the vase in the center of the room. The water could have been changed out today. There was a lot of nights where I cooked the food, the
This
food,
man
the
said the
kitchen,
water could have
and
been
woke up the next
changed.
morning and cooked those people breakfast, and we did
Wow.
that for 6 months. We don't forget about those days. I don't forget about those days, and it's why we still push on every day.
Wow. Amazing. Wow. All right, there you have it. Thanks for joining for that react. I hope you enjoyed. I really enjoyed that, honestly.